In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how it's possible for you to be able to get and build a following of over 100,000 people on Facebook and then get verified at the end of that process. Okay, so what is the purpose of this entire thing? As we all know, it's not about the likes or the follows because that's just a vanity metric. It doesn't really do anything. But ultimately, the purpose of that is to get verified, which is basically this little blue tick over here that confirms your page. And there's many different reasons why you would want this. One of the primary reasons is once you have a verified page, the odds of getting your Facebook ad usually, if you're promoting it to an unverified page, they're really strict with it. But when it's a verified page, they give your ad account a lot of leeway. And on top of that, it is said you also get better reach and amongst with other perks as well. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can get 100,000 followers really easily, inexpensively, and how you can actually get verified once you make sharing with you. So you got the booklet, and depending on whether you've read the booklet or invested in the core training yet, you'll know that basically it comprises of 9 steps, where one of the steps is basically posting a video on Facebook, right? Which is like step number 3. So once you make that happen, okay, once you post your video on Facebook, now chances are, if you're watching this video, it could be the case that you're completely new, and that's why I invested in this on how to get your first 100,000 followers. Now, what most people do is they run ads to promote the page, which is not what you want to do. Because if you run ads to promote your page, first of all, it doesn't really do anything, especially with Facebook's latest algorithm. But on top of that, it's actually really expensive to do so. Unless you're running ads to like people that live in third world countries, that again doesn't do anything, that will not serve you either. Okay, now what you want to do that you will see an ROI, however, is when you actually boost your videos. So let's take, for example, now this video over here is a video that I boosted. It's actually an ad. It's a video ad that, well, I was on Facebook Live, but I boosted the live video because it was really getting people to go to my funnel. But here's what happens when you boost a video. Now, when you boost a video, I want you to boost it for video views. Okay, so usually when you run ads, they ask you what is your objective. So like, for example, I've got this prepared over here. So like, for example, when you want to boost a video, they will ask you like, what results do you want? Your objective. Okay, whether it's through Facebook Ads Manager, and sometimes it's basically like for clicks, for reach, for engagements, for conversions. So usually, if you're running a direct response ad, the standard is usually conversions. However, if your page is new, you don't have any likes, or maybe 2 likes, your mom and your dad, then you want to begin not by running Facebook like ads, but rather video views on your video, right? So you posted your video, nobody's seeing it because it's a brand new page. So now you boost your video based on video views to get more people to watch your video. And then you choose through targeting. So where would your ideal client or audience be located? So for example, it could be United States, or people who like a certain interest. Okay, so you could choose based on interest. So let's say you have let's say your audience is into public speaking. Okay, so what I would do is I would select, let's say your target market is in United States. All I'm going to do is I am going to target people who lives in the United States and perhaps likes, public speaking. Perhaps they like, or perhaps they follow people like Les Brown, Brian Tracy, and all these public speaking guys, right? Personal development gurus. It could be Tony Robbins. It could be Toastmasters. Okay, so ultimately, you are now serving your video. So let's say your video is about, how to be confident speaking in front of crowds, right? So you know that the people who would be interested in that type of content would be people that's into public speaking, people who are part of Toastmasters, people who follow all these different speakers. Okay? Now, once you start boosting this ad, that is when they'll start seeing your content. So I want you to understand that you are now able to lead the relationship by serving first, by giving value first. Now, for the longest time, people have always said the first thing you want to do is you want to capture somebody's name and email, right? That worked 5 years ago, not today. Today, if you run ads to a completely cold traffic where people don't know who you are, first of all, it's becoming more expensive every single day. And I can guarantee you marketers who are doing that right now, they're losing money. Okay, so unless you're backed by a VC company with $100 million, you can't do that, right? If you're paying from your own credit card, you can't do that. We gotta do things differently. So now you're able to add value and begin the relationship with somebody who doesn't know who you are with value first. Okay, so now you're boosting it for video views. Now what happens? So once you boost it for video views, something like that happens, right? You get the standard organic reach, and then you get the paid reach. Okay, like this video over here. Now what's going to happen is naturally some people will like it, some people will share it, and when they like it, and when you click on this to see who liked it, here's the difference. Now, because my page right now has 2 million views, I don't have that option. But if your page has less than 100,000 followers, you actually will have the option to invite them to actually like your page as well. So understand that just because they liked your post, it doesn't mean that they're following you on your page right now, because you're just boosting it for video views. These people, they don't know who you are. It could be the case that they watched the video, they liked it, maybe they commented on it, and that's it. They're still not following you. But now, because they have liked it, and because you click on the tab, this option over here, you can see who liked it. You can actually now manually, well, you've got a few options. You can either manually invite them to follow you on your page as well, one by one, okay? Or you can, well, get somebody who lives in some third world country, works in a click sweatshop to do it for you. Or you could actually get a Google Chrome extension, and you can Google it, Facebook Chrome extension invite all. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so if you do this, you will be able to see there's a lot of these different plugins. Invite post likers to like page on Facebook. Okay, so all these would be your different options, so that you don't have to manually go through the list and click on the ad, one by one. So you could be thinking, wait a second, Peng Joon, this sounds too good to be true. This sounds like, can I get banned? So first of all, because it's a Chrome extension, the click actually happens like manually. So it's as though somebody's manually clicking on it, and they also throttle it so that you don't invite 1,000 people to like your page instantly. It kind of takes time, it makes it really realistic. Or if you're really paranoid, you building your audience, but much more than that is you're doing things differently from other marketers. This is basically how I built my following to over well, a huge reach and following today. But when I first started out, that's basically what I did, and I've got dozens of students who are now over 100,000 followers, and now they're verified on Facebook. Well, I'll talk about verification in a second, but that's how you build up your first 100,000 followers. Now, one thing you want to mention, I want to mention is when you're looking through all these different videos, you don't want to be just boosting your random videos. You want to start off by posting like 10 videos to start, and maybe boost each video for like $5 each. Now what's going to happen is the $5 that you spend on each of these videos, the results will not be equal. Okay, some videos will have better engagements, and those engagements meaning likes, comments, or shares. My internet here is a little bit slow, but basically once that happens, okay, you want to boost the ones that got good engagements, because that's feedback from your audience. That's feedback to you telling you how good your content is. So don't waste your money by spending, a lot of money boosting videos that wasn't good content. In fact, most of my videos, I would say like 80% of them flop, but the ones that do well, they do well, right? So like once you build that initial following of 100,000 people following this strategy, now you gotta understand something. Facebook right now is a pay-to-play game. So you're gonna see less and less of those pages of people relying on, funny cat dog videos, but rather people who are able to monetize from their Facebook page. Okay, so once you do this consistently, boosting your videos that did well, okay, and inviting those people who liked your video to like your page as well using the plugin, your next step, once you reach 100,000, here's the magic, okay, to get verified. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a book. Now, I know it sounds scary, but it's really a whole lot easier than you think. So this website is called CreateSpace. Just Google it. It is basically Amazon's publishing arm. It is book publishing business. 10 years ago, it used to be a case that you to publish a book, you need to land a deal, get a publisher, pre-order like 10,000 books, where your house ends up being a warehouse. CreateSpace is different. What you can do is you can upload a Microsoft Doc version over to CreateSpace, get them to format the document, put up an image for it, and done. Your book is up on Amazon and it's ready for print on demand. Now, I don't want to turn this into a book publishing workshop, because it's not, but getting it up on Amazon is super simple. Again, you just use CreateSpace. They walk you through step by step. And once your book is up on Amazon, what's going to happen is you are going to make it a #1 in Amazon in a category for a day, which is actually super simple. You get your friends together and buy it together or mail to your list. And all you need to do is to list your book like in a category that's not competitive. So it could be like 4 levels deep, okay? It's like, I don't know, entrepreneurship, small business, and then knitting or something like that, right? So it's like just 4 categories deep. And then once you have that listed, it doesn't take a lot of sales. People know that it can be easily, for lack of a better word, manipulated as a Amazon #1. Amazon #1 today means absolutely and you get it onto an Amazon #1, take a screenshot of it. That's a #1 in the category, and guess what? Just Google it, Facebook, getting verified on Facebook submission. There is a form. Just fill up the form, verified on Facebook. There's a form for it. Okay, they keep changing the form, but basically there's one on, probably on Facebook, okay? And then, there's a ton of all these different steps anyway, but basically you look for the official help link from Facebook, and when you submit your details, what you want to do is make sure to submit the screenshot of your book being #1. And guess what? That's when you get verified, because the person that is verifying it will see, hey, this person's a best-selling author, #1 in Amazon, which really doesn't mean anything. But that's how you get verified, and that's how I got dozens of my students verified on Facebook, and that's how you can do it as well. And once that happens, expect to see bigger reach, expect to see your Facebook ad account, and the odds of your Facebook ad account significantly, your odds of getting banned significantly decreased. Okay, so that's just one of the many, many perks of getting Facebook verified, along with better positioning and branding in the marketplace. Okay, so all you need to do right now is start posting your videos, run them with video ad views, invite the people that liked your videos to like your page, and then once you have 100,000, go ahead, create your book. You could do it simultaneously. It's not hard. In fact, you could even get one of your training videos transcribed. And in fact, let me just give you an extra resource here. This is Readzy. This is a website that actually I use to proofread and edit my previous book called Platform Closing, where all I did really was I got somebody to transcribe a 90-minute training video, and then I worked with a proofreader and editor from readzy.com to make it into a proper book. So understand, if your concerns are, oh, Peng Joon, I don't know how to write a book, you don't need to write a book. You can speak your book, which is what I did. Or send them a video training, and then get somebody from rev.com. Okay, this is the site that I use to transcribe a ton of stuff. $1 a minute. So pretty much if you send them a 90-minute training video, it's $90. And then from the transcription, you can get somebody from Readzy to make it into a really good and well-written book. Okay, so these are where you can get the different ghostwriters and editors to get the work done for you. Okay, so you might want to do this concurrently while you start with posting and creating your videos, so that the moment you get 100,000 views, or rather followers, you can submit it into CreateSpace. All right, so time to get started. My work here is done. Yours has just begun.